All right. Sit anywhere you like. Just, not the bed. Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. If you've got the strength, you can take a hot shower, too. There's a makeshift bathroom over there. The Bang-Boo built it for me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to move, I'll dry you off myself.
Why? Why did you bring me here?
Hey, shouldn't you thank me first, Miss Soaked to the Bone?
Thanks, remielle.
Since when did you become so obedient? That isn't like you at all. If you really want to show your thanks, here, it's your turn.
My turn? To do what?
Your turn to dry my wings for me, of course. There are spots I can't reach on my own. Hey, what's with that look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor.
Okay.
You know, Belle, I've never liked rainy days. The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy. Shake as I might, I can never quite dry them. The same goes for taking a shower, though at least I can manage to keep my wings from getting too wet.
Wet wings must feel really uncomfortable, right?
Yes, honestly, it's miserable and such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless, too hot and I start shedding, too cold and I catch a chill. But I can't just wait for them to air dry. It takes forever, and I'm way too impatient for that. Besides, it leaves this strange smell that I can never wash out. So, the best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But with wings this large, there are always spots I can't reach. Before, if I got caught in the rain, I'd sneak onto Belly's bed and roll around, drying my wings on her sheets.
Huh? Wait, hold up. How on earth could you just barge into someone else's bed? Wouldn't she be furious?
It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. And no matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always do just what you're doing now. Slowly drying the spots that were still damp. Belle, do you know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me?
I remember something about an operation called the Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were involved in an accident, and then both died in the line of duty.
Yes, died in the line of duty. Such a noble, dignified phrase. Though, in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to suppress the Karma Core inside our weapons.
The Karma Core? Inside the Void Hunter's weapons?
That's right. Remember the Enchainer I mentioned before? What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as a Karma Core. found only within an enchainer. According to RK, a karma core differs from an ordinary ether core. It doesn't form naturally. It is something made directly by the Creator. The Creator made the karma cores, a power capable of rewriting the laws within hollows, and used them as the cores to create the enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist of it, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the enchainers. But the karma core itself could not be destroyed. RK and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the karma core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the karma core within Porceloy. And from that, they forged the Void Hunter weapons.
So, the power inside Void Hunter weapons actually comes from the Creator?
Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects. At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all. So, when RK and Sunbringer proposed the plan, we never doubted it for a moment.
Lady Sunbringer and Professor RK's plan?
Yes. Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, it was an experiment that used vast quantities of porceloy as a medium to partially fuse us Void Hunters with the karma core sealed within our weapons.
They fused you with a karma core? Then that means...
It meant we'd become artificial enchainers. No more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons, and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for RK's lies so easily.
So, it was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike...
Yes. Belly and I were the final participants. Or rather, the final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth behind RK and Sunbringer's plan. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. If only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner.
Remielle...
RK was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans. So, I can't say if the karma core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or if it was his cleverly disguised plan all along. But whatever the truth, it ended with the karma core spiraling out of control and Belly becoming a new enchainer. As for me, I partially fused with the karma core inside Thaumiel, becoming what I am now. A monster. Half human, half enchainer. Maybe, deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily. In the final moment, Thaumiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the seal in Persena's Hollow until about a year ago.
The power of temporal patterns?
Right. Remember my feathers? The ones that can pin you in place? That's an example. The karma core sealed within Thaumiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. And because I partially fused with the karma core, even without Thaumiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Thamiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an enchainer, I still have to... Never mind. Enough about me. Why am I even telling you all of this? Still, now that I've told you... It's your turn. To tell me your story, of course. You didn't act.
I wasn't even going to ask anything. You just...
Fair enough. But once you say certain things out loud, they don't weigh on you quite as much anymore. Or perhaps you... Getting started?
Serpico and Truvia. They transferred to Helios not long after Wise and I started there. They came from a prominent background. They were the adopted children of Masyant, the head of High Ambitions Corp. On top of that, they were excellent students. It didn't take long for them to become the talk of the academy. We were all studying under Miss Carroll at the time, and before long, we became close friends. Back then, we were full of big dreams. We wanted to fully understand the Hollows, maybe even conquer all 6 Great Hollows, or as our teachers like to put it, seize the sun called Helios. Later, because the 4 of us had the top grades, we became the only 4 people ever to have smart ocular implants. Then, during a performance test for the implants, I lost control. Serpico, he died because of me. When I finally woke up in the hospital, I learned that Truvia had been taken away by people from High Ambitions the day after the incident. The next time I saw her was during the fall of the old capital. She was with one of High Ambitions' rescue teams. To be honest, I never imagined we'd meet again like that. Wise and I were both badly injured at the time. We begged Truvia for High Ambitions' help. We were with what happened after that, but on that day... Nope. Then, in Rose Califer, I saw Truvia again. We talked about the past, but the way she spoke about it felt like she was talking about someone else's life. I don't know how to face her. And ever since then, no matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. That gaze. I don't know whether it was Truvia's, or Serpico's, or...
Perhaps it was your own. The you from the past. The one who kept thinking, if only I'd done something sooner. The one who never managed to forgive themselves. Making peace with the past isn't easy. And sometimes, you don't get the chance at all.
Yeah. There won't be another chance. Truvia. She was killed by Dracena. By that thing pretending to be Dracena.
Something pretending to be Dracena? Belle, what exactly happened before I found you? Will you tell me? I see. So that means Dracena, the youngest of the Sunbringers, had already... No. Judging from the timeline and the outcome, perhaps not yet.
going on out there?
I'm not sure. Let's go find out.
Forgive me, but I cannot obey.
Is that secret?
Wait, hold on. Damn. I'll be right back. Bah.
I am afraid I cannot comply.
Sigrid. Belle?
Sigrid, leave them out of.
Thank you for your understanding.
But
Well, since
Remielle, Miss Bell, Lady Draci. As for this fugitive wanted for the
just so we're clear.
how can you be so sure before you actually try?
But are you real?
Then speak plainly.
Very. The Sunbringer inside the CCD was.
What did you say?
Huh? I expected.
how did you even come to that conclusion?
That is quite a story.
Oh? I was or could it be?
What makes you so certain?
According to Belle's account, they followed the trail of Singularity. Then the false Tracina showed up, sent Billy and Cecilia away, began mutating into an ethereal, and attempted to silence Belle for good. That's when Truvia arrived. She saw after that, Sigrid.
Yeah, Sigrid. I know it's hard to believe, but that's what I saw with my own eyes.
I did receive orders from Lady
Let's put it this way, Sigrid. But from what with that possibility ruled out, and considering Belle's discovery of the singularity leakages, along with the it is entirely possible that either Gerta Blulu or Bashmu entered the CCD through the singularity leakage, and through the Karma Core, became partially fused with Dracena.
How could that even be possible?
It seems you have at least a basic understanding of enchainers and Karma Cores. Good. I can't say how Sunbringer managed it, but the most likely explanation is that she divided her Karma Core into 3 parts and entrusted them to the 3 ladies we see today. That would also explain why Gerta Blulu and Bashmu appeared at roughly the same time. Then again, there may be a 3rd enchainer larva out there that we simply haven't discovered yet. As for why I don't think it was Bashmu, well, that's the easy part. Bashmu is enormous. Had it appeared in Buastrum, it couldn't possibly have gone unnoticed. So, either it was Gerta Blulu, or a 3rd enchainer larva we haven't discovered yet. It attacked Lady Dracena, and it succeeded. Just not completely. Otherwise, there would have been no reason to keep impersonating her. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like, two people fighting over the same controller. Dracena's consciousness and Gertablulu's consciousness coexist in the same body, competing for control of both the body and the Karma Core, judging by the current situation.
That is still nothing more than speculation. And if Miss Bell deceived you, then none of your conclusions would hold.
It's true.
It's all right, Belle. I believe you, and I believe everything you've told me. Remember the rules of our little Q&A game. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but no one is allowed to lie. And besides, Sigrid, you've heard us out this much already. I'd say that means there's still room for us to talk. Wouldn't you agree?
What is it you want to talk about?
Why, how to get that poor little Sunbringer out of her current predicament, of course. So, interested? There's too many eyes out here.
Yo, this is so, like, interesting.
The retro.
This is actually a peak
I
story.
never would have thought you would be hiding here.
It's really good.
I never expected the Airspace Patrol surveillance network to have such a glaring blind spot.
Would you call it that? Before all this, I wouldn't have believed anyone would willingly live in the sewers with a whole colony of Bangbu either.
I was pretty shocked when I first got here, too.
All right, let's save the small talk for later. Let's discuss how we're going to deal with Gertablulu. Or rather, what to do about Dracena. First of all, the enemy has already taken control of the CCD. That effectively gives it access to Roskalifer's communications network as well. In other words, we can't communicate with anyone through electronic means right now. If we do, it'll notice us almost immediately.
Lady Dracena did give orders to keep a close watch on any unusual communication signals within the island.
See? The enemy is already starting to show the cloven hoof. No offense to horse tyrants, of course.
Go on.
Dealing with it wouldn't actually be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Even I can't be sure I could bring it down in a single strike. None of us knows how deeply it has fused with the Karma Core. If we act rashly, worst case, everyone in Roskalifer ends up witnessing Lady Dracena turn into an ethereal. And by then, even if we manage to save Dracena, to Roskalifer, all we've really done is save a monster that could turn into an ethereal at any moment.
I never thought you cared about Roskalifer's order and stability.
Why wouldn't I? This is the utopia my friend built with her own hands.
Remielle's right. We need a way to keep the imposter contained without drawing any attention. Sneaking back into the CCD again probably won't work. Even if Sigrid helped us and cleared out all the guards, the imposter would catch on the moment she did anything out of the ordinary. Unless we could somehow lure the imposter out of the CCD and into somewhere isolated. Somewhere no one would notice. Wait. Remielle, Sigrid, I've got it! A way to deal with that imposter without anyone ever finding out.
Oh?
Please,
Starting
go
to
on.
think that Belle's an actual
Tomorrow
detective
evening,
at this point.
the CCD will be holding a welcoming banquet for the island's guests in its reception hall. It's supposed to be hosted by Lady Dracena herself, which means she's definitely going to be there.
That does sound promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble.
But, Miss Bell, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed?
What if a singularity leakage appeared just as the imposter made its appearance? Or maybe a passage formed from multiple singularity leakages, If that's how it got into
Wait,
Buastrom,
does she use
then
the
we
same
could use
power
the
she
same
used
trick to
last
send it
time?
back. And if there just happened to be no airspace patrol soldiers patrolling the Hollow at the time, then nobody would notice, right?
I am starting to lose track of what you mean, Miss Bell.
Yesterday, Remielle and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux. I think I can make something similar. If we keep it under control, nobody at the banquet will be in any danger.
Fighting fire with fire, are we?
Yeah, as long as we have stable Hollow observation data to run the calculations. Oh, wait, no. I don't have the HDD with me, and I can't reach Wise or Fairy either. So how am I supposed to get stable Hollow observation data?
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong, Belle.
If you are concerned about obtaining stable Hollow observation data, while I am not an expert in that field, I should still be able to offer some assistance. There is a derelict area known as Rosewick within the Scommel Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data. However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on site and never retrieved.
If that equipment still works, then that might just do it. But without Databoo handling the calculations, it'd probably take forever to... the Enna Gang's Bangboo! Most of the Enna Gang's Bangboo used to be CCD Databoo. If they're willing to help us.
Don't you remember, Belle? In their eyes, those 3 Sunbringers are all imposters. Anyway, leave this to me. At the very least, Prophet Boo should be willing to do me this favor. That leaves one final question. How are we supposed to get into Scommel Hollow without tipping off the imposter?
Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. I simply thought a certain airspace patrol deputy director might be able to get us into Scommel Hollow.
At first light tomorrow, I will return here and find a way to get you to Rosewick. I can also pretend I never saw you tonight. That is all the assistance I can offer. And if I discover that everything you have told me is false, I will personally answer for tonight's decision, whatever the cost. Before I leave, there is one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Remielle.
Mm-hmm.
You once attempted to assassinate Lady Eldrada. Why, then, are you going to such lengths to save Lady Dracena?
Because none of them are the Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from this city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch the things my friend cherished be destroyed by monsters from who knows where.
That's actually the move. Wait, that's actually tough. Okay, that was peak. That was peak. Don't talk around me out. Okay, there we go. It is uploading, correct?
Field Mayor's note. I hope Wise and the...
Hello? Yep.
Secrets here so early.
You doing good?
I'd better go take a look.
Good morning.
Yes,
I have secured...
How do you intend to get us there?
Of course not. I brought this.
No, garden's downstairs in the living room.
That pause was too suspicious. She must have actually considered taking
No, it's
us
in the
there as
sitting room right
prisoners.
now.
So, what's inside?
Costumes and props. They should allow you to accompany me openly into Scommel Hollow.
Okay, you too.
I see.
Okay, bye.
Airspace patrol uniforms. Not a bad idea.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Alright,
Right. Disguised as airspace patrol work. Thanks, Secret.
Yes. That is the plan. In any case, please hurry and change. Time is short. We must depart as soon as possible.
Hey, look! What's that?
Wait a second. There are two Mr. Roars?
Is something the matter? Why have you fallen silent?
It's, not just the size. Though the size is certainly part of the problem. Secret, are you serious? You expect this to fool the airspace patrol soldiers?
Yes. I believe it should serve well enough.
No. No, no. There's no serving here. The deputy director of the airspace patrol traveling with Mr. Roar. 2 Mr. Roars, no less. Is there anything in Roscalifer more suspicious than that?
oh,
Easy, Remielle, easy. I'm sure Secret has her reasons for this.
In truth, it was already rather late by the time I returned yesterday, and I had no time to prepare. As luck would have it, one of our squad members found a Mr. Roar mascot suit near Beckford Street during yesterday's routine patrol, so I brought it with me.
Beckford Street? Remielle, is this the one you left there the day before yesterday?
Oh? So you are fond of Mr. Roar too, Remielle?
I am not. How did you even arrive at that conclusion? Wait. There are 2 mascot suits here. Don't tell me.
The other one is mine.
I like how just one specially made for Belle.
In any case, once we enter the outpost, I ask that you both cooperate and play your parts as Mr. Roar properly. Do not do anything that would reveal your identities.
Okay. Roar twins! Roar!
You seem rather pleased with yourself.
Stay.
Wait, hold
Understood!
Very well. Since you are both prepared, let us move out.
I never thought I'd be putting this outfit on a second time.
Come on, you look like you were having fun last time.
You
She has
two.
good design.
Do not forget to add "rawr" to the end of your sentences.
Good morning, lady. They are?
Mr. Roar.
I know it's Mr. Roar, but, why plural?
Obviously, Mr.
Huh. Since when did that become?
Did you really think Rose Califer's massive pancake demand could be handled by a single Mr. Roar? Mr. Roars, please tell my subordinate the truth.
I'm the Mr. Roar who works on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Rawr. I'm the Mr. Roar for the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday shifts. Rawr.
That signature catchphrase. Yeah, that's definitely Mr. Roar. Wait, no, that's not the point here. Lady Sigrid, why have you brought Mr. Roars out here?
For pancakes?
Huh.
Oh no, he's definitely suspicious. And why pancakes?
I can't believe I actually went along with this absurd disguise plan.
Huh?
The pancake ingredients were lost in the hollow, weren't they? That's why you rushed two Mr. Roars in to help search for them. I understand completely. Rose Califer needs pancakes just as much as Airspace Patrol needs you and Lady Linver.
What is this guy even talking about?
Affirmative. That is correct.
No. That is definitely not what you meant. That pause was way too obvious.
Oh, I understand everything now. Lady Sigrid, please, wait a moment. I'll let you and the two Mr. Roars through right away.
I don't want to think about how any of this makes sense anymore.
Rawr. Same here. My head hurts so much it feels like my brain is trying to grow back. Rawr.
The route is ready. We may depart whenever you are prepared. All right. From here on, there is no need to worry about being spotted by my subordinates. There are no scheduled patrols in Rosewick today. What are you two doing?
Finally got this headpiece off. Oh, I was about to suffocate in there.
See? I told you. This costume is way too tight and stuffy. Getting stuck in it the other day was definitely not my fault. It's not very polite to stare, Miss Deputy Director. Or is there something on my face?
No, nothing like that. I merely thought you seemed somewhat more lively than I had expected. You are quite different from the remielle described in the records of the first-generation Void Hunters.
Let me guess. In those records, we all come across as rather stern and proper, don't we? Well, I suppose that can't be helped. We were Void Hunters, after all. We had to look the part, especially the sort of Void Hunter people expected to see. The head of the Hoshimi family gets lost at the drop of a hat. Sunbringer is a bit socially awkward, and Joyous spends every other day nursing a hangover. You wouldn't expect any of that to make it into the official records, would you?
Indeed.
But that was who they really were. Nothing like the people described in those records.
What about you, Remielle? What's the real you like?
The real me? Isn't she standing right in front of you already?
Knew it. I figured you'd say that.
Oh my, then we really are in sync. But let's save the gossip for later, shall we? Don't forget why we came here.
Yes. Let us pass through this tunnel first. Rosewick should be just ahead.
So this is Rosewick.
What a spectacle.
Rosewick. I never imagined this place would...
Huh?
Yes. Back when there was still... That enormous building in the distance is called Meridian Hall. It was once a research facility personally overseen by Sunbringer. And the main focus of that research was to work with Joyous and the others to verify whether the Rosetta data computational model was viable. But as for how this place ended up in the Hollow, that I don't know. Of course, the Research Institute back then didn't look like this. At the very least, it wasn't so... twisted. It should be fine. Many of the facilities inside Meridian Hall were made of porcelain, so they should be pretty ether-resistant. As for the spatial structure, we'll have to rely on the back door that Sunbringer left behind. You'll see when we get there.
Miss Bell, did you ride along the tracks like this last time as well? Oh.
Sorry, Secret. Yeah, the first ride can be pretty rough.
What is that glowing over there? Looks like the nearby ethereals spotted us. They are starting to gather. For a surprise attack!
Call me anytime you need my help.
There is no need. This is barely even a warm-up. Ready. Yeah. Break through.
Take this.
Break them. Start them.
Scorching sun! Restrain!
Indomitable.
What am I gonna do with
You are cornered. For now. Let us go see what that glowing object is. This object bears...
you? Yes, both. I'm surprised this key hasn't been affected. It's the key to Meridian Hall.
This is a key, you say? But where is the door?
For that, I'm afraid you'll have to ask Sunbringer herself. Aside from Meridian Hall, most of the building... In other words, even if they were swept, Meridian Hall is Sunbringer, she designed a dedicated emergency restoration system for the once activated, it will rapidly restore the space. Hold your... Back then, Sunbringer gave each of us voice... But, you know me. I mean, people hide spare keys under door. At least it worked out. As for the other part of the key... It was over 100 years ago. Surely it's natural for me to have forgotten. You sure are sharp. But careful there.
You two. Let us cut the chatter. Let us check the high ground nearby.
Okay, but before...
No enemies came through just now, did they?
Only half the key was inserted, so only about that much of it was restored.
This way. It seems there's a path leading higher up. It's over!
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Strike! Sharp as ice! My spear guards the skies! Break through their ranks. Yeah! Yeah! Charge! Shatter! Yeah! Yeah! Break them!
Oh my god.
What was that sound? Enemies?
That's Sunbringer.
Sunbringer?
Let's take a look around here.
There it is. I should be able to unlock this path if I hack the robot.
I did not realize you were capable of such things.
That's no big deal. I've even handled things on the island that... Done! Let's keep going. Looks like we'll have to go around.
I seem to remember...
I knew you didn't lock a move, man.
Time to speed things up.
I know exactly why I've chosen to spread my wings once more.
Move out.
I rotate. Whatever.
One step ahead. An opening.
Let's hack the drone and open the path. good. We're almost there.
That's quite an emotion.
Up we go.
The ethereals in this area are gathering again.
Is it just me? Or do the ethereals seem interested in the Meridian Hall key too?
Perhaps that's just because it sparkles?
Move out. Break through.
Go and take the... Left here all this time. I know.
Remielle.
Yes. All right. Goodbye, my old friends.
Today's success was the first step toward taking back the world.
Celebrate progress.
The echoes in the hollow. They really know how to ruin the mood.
Are you okay?
Yes. Crime.
Ta-da! Stay close to me.
It worked. The Meridian Hall has been fully restored.
Well, that went rather smoothly.
The space here is still shifting. The entire building should have returned to its original state by now. Should it not?
Yeah, perhaps there's a delay. The device is over 100 years old after all. A little instability is to be expected, I suppose. But it seems the environmental changes won't affect our exploration much.
Move out. Let us keep moving forward.
Why are there ethereals here as well? If you aren't paying rent, I'm afraid I must ask you to move out.
The space was hidden. No wonder so many ethereals gathered here. Victory!
Is this the last one? I was expecting something a little tougher.
Wield the blade with me! Fired up!
Rotate. Interesting. Cherish the time you still have to feel regret.
All my strength. In one strike! Frost and lightning! Hold the line! Yeah! Usurper! My spear stands lit! I shan't retreat!
Ice we're after. Let's go.
So this is...
The equipment was not damaged.
It looks fine. All right. We did it!
Seeing these screens light up again after all this time feels strange. Well, can you work with it?
Nope, it's running smoothly. Almost too smoothly? This system feels a lot like the HDD. Next, I'll connect to Prophet Boo. He'll act as our relay node and mask our Rosetta data request as normal traffic. Just to be safe, we'll only pull the minimum data from the CCD and process everything else locally. I only had time to install the essentials on Prophet Boo, and we still need bandwidth for the Rosetta data transfer, so the connection might be...
Oh, that's Griff. Looks like it worked. Need anything from us, Belle?
Not for now, thanks. I've got this.
Understood. We will keep watch for any ethereals and keep the area secure.
Link bandwidth is stable. Traffic disguise is up. Target side response looks normal. Starting designated path prediction calculations.
As expected of a holo specialist, the aura is completely different. Watching her, it truly occurred to me that Rosetta Data was born here.
Yes, exactly.
Link bandwidth stable. Verification unit synchronization complete. Professor, can you hear me? We can begin with data extraction. Everyone, I believe... I must now inform you of a major situation.
What?
The theoretical verification of Rosetta data is complete. It was a resounding success.
Oh, is that how one delivers good news? You nearly gave me a heart attack!
I believe this is due to Miss Sunbringer practicing the composure training I recommended.
How many more people do you intend—
Watching her, it truly occurred to me that Rosetta Data was born here.
Yes.
Bandwidth stable. Verification unit synchronization complete. Professor, can you hear me? We can begin with data extraction. Everyone, I believe... I must now inform you of a major situation.
What?
The theoretical verification of Rosetta data is complete. It was a resounding success.
Oh, is that how one delivers good news? You nearly gave me a heart attack!
I believe this is due to Miss Sunbringer practicing the composure training I recommended.
How many more people do you intend to torment with your family's strange tradition?
So loud. That's quite the commotion. I take it the experiment was a success?
Yes, very much so. It would have been even more successful if the core technology provider had simply stayed asleep.
Even a little nap earns me that much grief. I was merely showing full confidence in my colleagues' professional competence. Besides, today's success is only the first step toward taking back the world.
All right, all right. At a time like this, why not be honest and express a little joy? Even if the Rosetta data is only the beginning, it is still the beginning of a miracle. Let us celebrate properly, shall we? And Professor Arke, don't even think about skipping it.
Then, let's throw a party, like the one Mayflower treated us to last time.
Don't tell me you're planning to drink until the next morning again.
The professor will throw him out, just like last time.
Then let us hold a ball with soft drinks only.
Hey, you people.
Back then, we thought taking back the world was only a matter of time. As long as our companions were by our side, there was nothing we couldn't do. We could even go anywhere. In the end, none of us reached the promise.
Finally, this should do the trick.
Miss Bell, how did it go?
It went perfectly. Now we just need to use this data to... Remielle? What's wrong? Are you okay?
No, I'm all right. I simply, wanted a little more time to look around. This place brings back memories of some old friends.
Are you sure you're okay, Remielle?
I'm perfectly fine, really. Now that the calculations are done, let's head back. If we stay much longer, we'll miss tonight's banquet.
Yeah, this should do it. Here you go, Sigrid. I explained how to use everything earlier, right?
Yes, Miss Bell. I simply need to place these devices at your designated locations, correct?
Yeah. Once the imposter appears, I'll activate the devices and create a small singularity leakage at the venue.
Meanwhile, I'll use Thaumiel's power to immobilize both it and everyone at the venue. Then, before it has time to react, I'll drag it through the leakage and into the hollow. Finally, we subdue it and rescue Dracaena.
Very well. Understood. I will do everything in my power to help you enter the venue unnoticed. However, if the worst-case scenario occurs, if, in the end, our conclusions are proven wrong, and this was all fabricated by Miss Bell...
Then the banquet will become the place where you arrest both the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Aldreda and the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Dracaena. I imagine Belle would have no objections to that, would you?
No, I promise.
Then, may none of us betray the trust we have placed in each other. There is a balcony outside the banquet hall. The door to that balcony will be locked today, so you two can stay there until the banquet begins. When the music begins, that signals the start of the banquet.
Got it.
We are here. Next, I will head in and set up the device. There are surveillance cameras above the hall. Belle, you can connect to them from your end and confirm the situation. All right then. Please stay here and keep yourselves hidden. I will take my leave now.
Let's use the camera to check on Secret. This is I'm in. Uh-oh, a soldier's coming this way. What's going on?
Can you two hear me fine? All devices are in position. Miss Bell, you have the exact locations in sight, yes?
I see them. But what was that just now?
Ah, you mean the soldier who came to speak to me. He asked me what was inside, and I said, this was specially prepared for Lady Dracaena. He then said, a heart-to-heart over dessert. On the floor, no doubt. I can hardly wait.
Why go through all that trouble?
Whoa, wait!
Now let us follow the music and dance with our partners. May we all have a wonderful evening.
Everyone down there is dancing. Once the music ends, Gerta Blulu will show up. Okay, I'm ready.
Hey.
Remielle, stay down. What if someone sees you from down there?
Why would they? On such a beautiful night with lovely music. Surely everyone's eyes are on their dance partner. And you? You were so calm a moment ago. Why so nervous now, Miss Honor Student?
No matter how we frame it, what we're about to do could be considered an assassination.
To the unsuspecting crowd below, we must look like a pair of unforgivable criminals. Relax. I've witnessed grander than this. So, to settle those nerves, shall we share a dance of our own?
Huh? Dancing? Right now? Right here? Isn't this kind of a bad time?
You're already my partner in crime. It's a little late to worry about propriety.
Just so we're clear, I've never really danced before. If I step on your foot, don't blame me.
You know, Val, I've actually been keeping something from you. And you're definitely gonna be mad once you know the truth. But what can you do when your partner turns out to be a liar?
Lady Dracaena is here!
Everyone stay right where you are.
It's time for her speech.
After you, Lady Dracaena.
Remy?
I'm sorry, Val. As this dance draws to a close, it's time for us to say goodbye. You know, Val, you almost made me forget that I no longer belong to this era. I almost forgot that I was meant to fly into the abyss alone. There's still a place for you to go back to. So from here on, let me handle this on my own.
If you're that eager to die, then so be it!
You're forcing the Enchainer transformation. Then bring it on.
I won't let you. alone!
Belle.
You're the one who said we were partners in...
Sorry.
Save it for after...
That's Goethe Blue. Since we ruined its plans, it's trying to absorb nearby ether to make up for the energy deficit and force its fusion with the I can't be certain how much longer she can hold on.
Is there any way to stop it?
Do you see those new ether growths nearby? Goethe Blue created them. In other words,
Are there any main...
Sharp as ever. Good. Now that player 2 has joined... The space here is unstable. Watch your step.
I'll keep an eye on the tracks. Wait for me at the end.
Belle, the cocoon's doing something. Watch out!
The cocoon is sending out blasts at intervals.
When they explode, get to the nearest cover immediately.
That's it! That's the first artery! The explosions are becoming more frequent.
This may get a little rough. Be careful.
Its activity level is still going up.
Don't panic. Whatever happens, stay clear of the blast.
Got it.
The target growth is just ahead. This route looks safer. Go this way.
Remielle, how's the cocoon looking?
Seems to be even more active than before. What a nuisance.
The blasts are getting stronger.
Belle, take the tracks to the next target.
Not good.
I'll think of something.
Using the rail car as cover. I'm impressed. We're getting closer to the second target growth.
This way. We're nearly there.
The closer I get to the cocoon, the worse its reaction gets.
That only proves we've got it cornered. Move in during the gaps between explosions. Belle, ready to punch right through it?
Absolutely.
Match my rhythm. Now! Don't let your guard down. It's not over.
Too late. Evolution complete.
Together!
Become the sacrifice for my birth! This is my evolution. If only I tasted this power sooner. I never wasted my time pretending to be.
I had no idea ethereals could be so talkative. Then let those be your final words in this world.
You are nothing but puny humans. Kneel before my power! I am a child of the Creator! Transfer my call! Taste my evil! Until we fuse completely!
It devoured half of itself just to keep fighting. Is this how a beast born from the Hollow thinks?
How tragic. Let's put it out of its misery.
Don't get scorched by the light.
Okay, super easy boss to fight.
You've been warned. The line shall be drawn by...
Hey, Rowan! Everlasting flame! To the blade!
Quit before you embarrass yourself. Wind shear. Know your place. Yep, quit before you embarrass. Please step back. Rotate. Quit before you embarrass yourself. Don't fret. All will soon be calm. Don't get scorched by the light.
Scorching! Almost there. If we can just expose its core! Hang in there! Follow my lead! Getting away! We gotta catch it!
Belle, you should take a breather.
Now then,
It's finally time to get serious!
I'm counting on you, Remy! Remy, captured alive and saved Dracena from inside the core.
it's been a long time since I fought in the skies. But this is my domain. Show me what else you have. Gerda Blulu!
Looks like it's charging up. Watch out for ranged attacks.
Oh? You wish to test your firepower against mine? Vanishing on me, are you? Hoping to catch me off guard? Always attacking from behind. Can't you face me head on? Unfortunately for you, I don't leave openings. Bringing down the pillars to block my path again. Out of my way. An attack this week. It won't be long now.
Its core is about to be exposed.
Good. Time to end this. And that's checkmate, monster. I hope you enjoy this dance of death. I'll handle this.
Still alive, but fading quickly.
I'll stabilize her ether activity.
I just devoured her Tablulu and left. Why? Remy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Forget chasing that big one. Saving Dracina's what matters now. We still need to see this little act through to the end, don't we?
Suspect's location confirmed. All units, combat readiness level 1. S-rank wanted criminal Remielle Dan. You would do well not...
Lindfern? Why is she here? Isn't she supposed to be in Virion? I don't know what's going on, but I have to explain this to her.
You there, unfamiliar face. I do not know your identity, but if you have nothing to do with this, do not act rashly. Our first priority is to ensure Lady Dracina's safety and arrest the criminal who attempted to take her life. If you understand your position, remain silent and do not interfere with our official duties.
Secret? Is she telling me to stay out of this? Why would she do that? Why am I being kept in the dark?
Remielle, hand over Dracina beside you. Do not try anything foolish.
You mean this little one? I was beginning to tire of her anyway. Take her back. She's still breathing. Whether she survives is up to you.
Remielle, why does it feel like you knew this was coming? What are you trying to pull?
I thought this little one's disappearance would throw you all into chaos. I didn't expect you to catch up so quickly. How dull. Time to bring this game to a close.
The former Void Hunter, Remielle Dan. I never imagined a legendary figure like her could still be alive. But why? Why would she be the one to attempt to assassinate Lady Sunbringer?
If Lady Lindfern had not rushed back from Virium in time, who knows what would have...
Lady Lindfern went out of her way to bring us here, so that we might witness the legendary Void Hunter's arrest alongside the soldiers. Quite a sight. However, as a TOPS member, I'm far more concerned with the truth behind another assault.
Mr. Owen, I know what you mean, but I believe the answer lies with the very same person. Answer me, Remielle. Was it you who abducted Dracina at the welcome banquet and left her gravely injured?
Naturally.
Were you also the one who infiltrated the computing center and attempted to murder Truvia, High Ambitions Corp's lead researcher?
Yes, that was me.
What? You? Why?
Huh? No, wait, that's not what happened. The one who hurt Truvia was... right. No one would believe Lady Dracina was nearly devoured and assimilated by Gertablulu unless they saw it themselves. Remielle, don't tell me this was all for...
I did not expect you to admit it so readily. You understand what your actions mean, do you not?
Of all times, now is when I've reached my limit. What a pain. It's not over yet.
Remielle, do not attempt to resist.
No, I won't resist. I'll simply vanish right before your eyes in an instant.
Sorry, but I'm done being a spectator. This performance of yours, you wouldn't mind one more joining, would you?
You want to share the stage with someone like me?
Let's finish this act together.
What are you trying to do?
Rescuing my partner in crime. Everyone, until we meet again.
Lady Lindford, send someone after them quickly!
Yo, that was peak. Oh my god. That was actually peak.
No. Look away.
It's okay now, Remielle.
Please don't. Don't look at me.
Okay. I promise. I won't look.
Thank you.
So, why didn't you tell me sooner about your plan with Sigrid and even Lindfern?
Because you and I are different. You still have somewhere to return to, but I do not. The era I knew, the people I loved, those memories, they're all long gone. So, I can't drag you into this.
You really are impossibly headstrong, Remielle. You're the one who called me your partner in crime. You're the one who held me together on that rainy night. And now you're leaving me behind? Did you forget you're over 100 years old already? How long are you gonna keep acting like a cranky kid? I get it. Sometimes, someone's gotta step up and do the hard thing. What happened to Dracaena and to Truvia, someone has to answer for all of it. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder all of it alone. Didn't you call me your partner in crime? Then act like it. Doing bad things together, running away together, getting ourselves wanted together. That's what partners do. What kind of partner takes all the heat alone? What kind of friend does that?
You really are getting more silver-tongued by the day, Belle.
I'm not trying to sweet-talk you. Can't you tell I'm really mad right now?
I can hear it, Belle. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that, my dear partner in crime.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I think I'll return to my refuge and rest for a while. The signs of the Enchainer transformation seem stable for now. There shouldn't be any major issues. As for what comes next, I'll leave that to Linvern in secret. I'm a little tired.
And I'm going with you.
There's no need for that. I can walk on my own now. I know what you're thinking. I can't let Remielle out of my sight again, or who knows what outrageous thing she'll do on her own, right? I promise, this time I won't go anywhere. Really. I only want to rest by myself for a while. Once I've recovered a little more, I'll come see you again. I promise.
Oh, Belle, over here! Have some bacon.
Ketchup or mayo, manager? I've got motor oil on the table too, if that's more your thing.
Would you like an egg, Belle?
Is it just me, or are you guys being overly friendly today?
How can you say that? It's only been a day, and you're already skin and bones.
Manager, breakfast is a sacred tradition at Amber Hall, and everyone's gotta have their fill. Besides, when Valina and Norma stopped by last night, they were just as...
Seriously, that was way too close. I was so worried. Whew, thank goodness everything worked out.
Yeah, thankfully.
You're worried about Truvia, aren't you? I think she's still in intensive care. Come in!
Please excuse the intrusion.
Hey everyone! Sorry for dropping by unannounced.
Whoa, Lady Sunbringer!
Oh please, Linvern is fine. I can never get used to being lady this and lady that. Do I really look that old? Whoa, now that's a breakfast.
Forgive the early visit, but we bring good news. Miss Truvia has been...
Really? Thank goodness. I'm so glad to hear that.
And allow me to formally thank you on behalf of
I can't take all the credit. I only did what I had to do. And I owe all of you, too. My bad for not thinking about what would happen after everything.
Belle, I owe you an apology. Remielle and I kept our plan from you, but it was not because we doubted you. Rather...
I know. You were just worried about me and didn't want anything bad to happen. But there's something I need to ask. Now that Remielle's cooperating with you, what's going to happen to her?
Actually, we'll be taking her to Virium soon. Oh, relax. Not as a criminal, but as a friend who needs our protection. As for her ongoing enchainer transformation, we can treat it with Porceloy. In return, she'll help us stabilize Dracina's condition with her unique ability.
How is Lady Dracina doing now?
Why does this all sound so serious?
Her condition isn't great, but Flint Workshop is keeping things under control, for now. Oh, right. Remielle knew we were coming, so she asked me to pass along a message. She's already waiting for you at the usual spot.
Really? Then I'll go see her right now.
Hey Belle? Aren't you going to see Remielle? Why are you going upstairs?
Cecilia, curiosity isn't always a virtue, you know.
Remielle.
Wow.
Is she okay now, too?
Rawr. Good morning.
Remielle, you've recovered already?
Oh? Were you hoping I'd act a little more in distress so you'd have a chance to take care of me? I could play along with that. Shall we start over then?
It's okay. There's no point when I already know. So, did you come to say goodbye?
I guess you can say so. Though it's only for the time being. Linvern and the others probably mentioned it already. I'll be recovering in Virium, and while I'm there, I'll help stabilize Dracina's condition.
Lady Dracina, what exactly is happening to her?
She will likely remain unconscious for a long while. After all, having a karma core taken from you is no trivial matter. I misjudged the situation. At the time, I thought the karma core was still inside her, so when Bashmu suddenly appeared, I paid it little mind. But the truth was, while we managed to rescue Dracina, the karma core remained inside Gertablulu and was devoured by Bashmu.
That's terrible.
Yes, it seems far more intelligent than Gertablulu. Clearly, Gertablulu couldn't have done it. So, who lured it to Buastrum with the singularity leakage?
The real culprit is still hiding somewhere in Rose Califer.
Correct. Though, I don't think we need to worry too much at the moment. Dracina likely only possessed 1/3 of the karma core, which means the other 2 parts are still inside Eldreda and Linvern.
Right. I wanted to ask. You said karma cores are sealed in Void Hunter weapons. But why is Lady Sunbringer's split into 3 and stored in 3 different bodies. What's really going on with her?
Yes, Void Hunter weapons. Perhaps that's what the Sunbringers truly are.
Huh?
Oh, come to think of it, I don't think I've told you yet. The truth behind the so-called attempted assassination of Lady Sunbringer. The truth is, I really did come to Rose Califer in search of Sunbringer. Not the 3 who stand here today, but the one I once knew. And then I saw Eldrada. Do you know that strange feeling? How someone can look so much like her yet not be her. Somehow, after reclaiming Thaumiel, the remnant inside it resonated with the Karma Core fragment in me, and suddenly I was able to sense the Karma Cores within the Sunbringers. Which is very strange. Sunbringer didn't fuse with the Karma Core and become an enchainer. Rather, the Karma Core was divided into 3 parts and stored within the 3 Sunbringers, which is just like Void Hunter weapons.
You mean the 3 Lady Sunbringers we've met are actually living Void Hunter weapons? No. There's no way that's true.
Well, it's only a working theory. There are still plenty of gaps in it, but it does already answer a lot of questions. The most important question I have is, where is the Sunbringer I knew? I don't believe she would die so easily. Yet somehow, she just vanished from everyone's memories one day, and then she became the 3 Sunbringers we know. So until I find my answer, I suspect I'll be staying in Rose Califer for quite some time. Still, some proper rest is greatly appreciated, at least for the next few days.
There should still be some breakfast downstairs. Wait here, I'll go bring some up for you.
How many times have I told you before? You really need to stop sneaking up on people like a ghost. You and that emotionless girl. Do you really have to show up every time someone's having a pleasant moment? I agreed to join this little covenant of yours, but I did not agree to being stalked all day and harassed whenever you feel like it.
Remielle, do you truly believe the Sunbringers are Void Hunter weapons?
Of course not.
Then why tell her something you know isn't true?
What's the matter? I merely told a small lie. Hardly the first time. Why are you getting nervous?
Don't answer my question with another...
Oh, all right, fine. I'll explain. It's simple. Because sooner or later, she's going to uncover the truth behind the Sunbringers, whether I tell her or not. But now is not the time to reveal the answer yet. For her sake, for the 3 Sunbringers, and for Rose Califer.
So, you don't think the 3 of them know who they truly are, either?
Perhaps. I can't say for certain myself. But you know the truth, and so do I. There's only ever been one question of real importance to us. The Sunbringer I once knew, and the Sunbringer you've been searching for. Where is she?
How pitiful. What do they call that monster again? Right, Bertablulu. To think it wounded... It also got a lot smarter ever since it made contact with the Karma Core. Came embarrassingly close to actually pulling... But do not worry. Come to think of it, I always did enjoy doing the unexpected. But you are terrible at adapting on the fly. That is why you keep losing to them. Again, and again, and again. Why not? Simply admit that you are worthless. Just kidding. You would never accept this outcome, would you? That's enough for an infirmary visit. I have something I must do. And I look forward to your performance in the next act.
This is peak, bro.